These are old videos from 2021 archive. So y'all sit back and relax, eat your popcorn, and yeah, get it on.
PSA, I don't know everything, you know what I'm saying? You know, I noticed like when I look back on my videos, I may come across as if like I'm like self-centered or I'm deluded from reality. You know, I'ma just be real. I don't know everything. You know what I'm saying? I really don't. You know, I'm just out here expressing my views. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just speaking some random stuff, you know? That's it, you know? I don't know everything. You know? I really don't, you know? So, yeah, I'm just out here expressing my opinions on YouTube, you know? And yeah, and what I picked up the knowledge, you know? I don't really know everything, you know? I may come across as if I'm so self-centered or whatever, but that's you know? Man, I might come across as I'm arrogant, like I said, you know, like I'm in some psychosis, like I'm in some bubble in my mind, like I'm trapped, I'm in prison, like a existential crisis. But I'm just a young man speaking his mind, you know. That's it, you know. Nothing to get worried about, you know. So yeah, man, I'm just a young man speaking my views, you know. You either cool with me or you're not. You know what I'm saying? You can't serve two masters, you know. You can't do one or the other, you know. So yeah, man, pretty much that's, you know. Yeah, man, I'm tired of shit. Peace. Bro, waking up is a fucking setup, bro. I honestly wish I was fucking dumb, bro. Waking up was dumb. It's like when you was a kid, you was just in a trance state. You was just enjoying all the shit. You was eating. You was just confused. You was just whatever, you know. Now when you wake up, you realize how shit is not, you know. You may wake up. You gonna wake up angry as shit. You gonna be mad. You gonna have like a short temper. You just get mad at just the littlest shit. Just, you know. You might even have to be alone, you know. Waking up is a huge setup, bruh. Like, this shit could turn you into some psycho, bro. Like I advise y'all, just relax, bro. If you trying to go down the rabbit hole, just relax. Just stay where you are. You're just fine. Anyways, I'm out. A couple back, I noticed the Get Back to Africa movement. Why the fuck do we gotta get back to Africa? The whole world is the motherland, bruh. We're already here. There's methylated people everywhere. We don't need to go nowhere. Fuck all the slave trade and transatlantic. That's all bullshit, you know? Why the fuck we gotta go back to Africa, my nigga? Africa doesn't give a fuck about us. We don't even give a fuck about our own selves in America, too. So what makes you think we're gonna go to Africa? You know? Shake my damn head.
Y'all check our video out in the description. Develop a stoic mindset, overcome hardship and struggles, and also become present instantly. Watch how to develop this mindset and become present. Tap with yourself, improve. So y'all tap in. It's gonna be in the description. Tap in.
I'm talking about how do I know so much at a young age? This is the dumbest question. We have Google.com and YouTube, my nigga. I don't just understand all this information out of thin air, nigga. Back then I was confused, you know? Back then I was confused, you know? I didn't know what was going on. I went on YouTube.com, my nigga. YouTube and Google. I'm not just a wise person. Back then I was confused as hell. I wasn't born smart. Like, my question is, how are you? How y'all don't know so much? Y'all can access information at the tip of your fingers, bro. How? We live in the age of information. You guys are just so stupid, man. Shake my head. Mass awakening, oh my God, we're waking up. You know, everybody's gonna dance a High School Musical dance outside and realize their true power. Oh, we're gonna ascend to the 5D. We're gonna take on the mass awakening. Mass awakening, my ass. There's no mass awakening. It doesn't even have to be at least it could be 40% enough is enough for a mass awakening, bruh. That's enough for shit to go down, for businesses to shut down. There is no mass awakening, my nigga. When I go outside, I still look at people and I can still tell they're doing the same things they done as a child. There is no mass awakening, my friend. I'm sorry, nobody is waking up. There's not a shift going on. That's some bullshit. You know, people gonna still do the same shit. Anyways, I'm out. I'll tell you semen retention myths. Semen retention does not align your chakras, my nigga. It's just a boost on your spiritual journey, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't get you don't get no damn awakening, you know. It's a boost for your spiritual journey, you know what I'm saying? Like Kundalini energy, that's it. You just retain your sexual energy, which is creation, was kind of like an extension of like life source energy, you know what I'm saying? That's what it is. It don't align your damn chakras, my nigga. It's just a boost. It keeps you going. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. That's what semen retention is, you know? It's like a boost for your spiritual journey, you know? It gives you like a little bit more energy so you can get up. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much. And you don't get no damn superpowers. Okay, I'm talking about so y'all need to be honest about y'all relapse, man. I relapsed like a couple of times. Like in this semen retention journey, you will relapse more than you retain, my nigga. This shit is hard. You're fighting against your physical body, my dude. This shit is not easy. Like, I relapsed a couple of times, but I ain't afraid to admit it. You know what I'm saying? Like I slept on my stomach, you know what I'm saying? You should never sleep on your stomach, you know what I'm saying? That's pretty much it, you know? A lot of y'all say, oh, get on your shit. But y'all relapse 2 minutes before, my nigga. You know, you gotta be honest quick, bro. You better be wicked because this shit will humble the shit out of you. You know what I'm saying? The male ego. The male ego can't accept defeat. It always wants to be on top of a hierarchy. It always wants to make something. Every time it gets power, it abuses it. All types of shit. We see this in history, you know what I'm saying? You know, I always want to be this big old rugged person. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of like sensitive. You know what I'm saying? That's just the male ego. You want to be better than each other instead of lifting each other up, encouraging each other, all types of shit. We always throw each other under the bus. You know what I'm saying? That's what I basically know much about the male ego. The male ego is very destructive. Hey man, don't trust these psychics or clair readers or energetic healers, bruh. They're lying, man. They're making this stuff up, man. They just like these therapists and these counselors. They only gonna tell you enough so you can keep going back to them. They're not gonna tell you what you really need to do. They just making this stuff up. They're lying. How the fuck they can tell your past life? They're all bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Don't trust them. They're just making this stuff up. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't trust them. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about. They're just making them up. Man, on my past life transgression,